Okay. I think I fixed the mic issue that I was having. Hopefully it's a little bit better now. Haven't really been doing much other than working on the floor. I haven't been playing Minecraft recently. I've been playing other games. I'm finally actually comfortable enough to play them. But yeah, all that anybody's missed is I've been working on the floor a lot. But it's starting to actually look like the void floor that I wanted. If you go over, it's actually, it actually looks better. But it looks really cool, and I think it's going to be a really good build once it's finished. I am, however, going to fight these creepers while I'm talking. I want to turn my music down a little bit. Once I'm finished with this, I'll get into my talking portion, if you will. But yeah, I need a lot more materials to finish the build, and it's annoying. But we're gonna do it slowly but surely. Oh no, don't explode. They jump at me, bro. Alright, I'm just gonna go to sleep. Oh, okay, I'm gonna fall down here. It's fine too. I think that's enough of all the mobs near me so I can sleep. Turn my music down. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I thought I could access my game options. Nope, that's the wrong. Nope. There we go. So, not really a lot has happened since the last time I posted. Other than, you know, the usual. But, you know, we've been doing okay. It's starting to get to Christmas time. It actually snowed for the first time last night, and it's kind of what made me want to make a video. Because I knew it was gonna happen. But Christmas and when it snowed, I knew it was going to be a hard time for me throughout the process, because that's one of the first memories I have with me and my ex, like actually having the opportunity to be with one another, as far as romantically goes. Because like I said in the past, we were friends for years beforehand, but this is the first memory that I have with her where I actually felt something that was romantic, was when it was snowing. And every time that it snows now, that's gonna be what I think about. But this is gonna be more of a story time than me actually talking about how it feels. It's gonna be a pretty short video, but I think it's still a good video to make. So the story is that the first time that me and her ever hung out and had like an actual date, it wasn't really a date, I wouldn't say. It was more of a dinner with her and her family. But I got invited to a dinner with her and her family. My friend is dating her sister. He was at the time, and he still is. We're not friends anymore, unfortunately, and that's my fault. But I got invited. Her mom came and picked me up, and it started to snow, like really snow. Once I got to her house, and I got there probably noon-ish, maybe a little bit later than that. Because her mom, I didn't have my license at this point, and neither did she. So her mom came and picked me up at noon, and then we got to her house at like 12:30. So closer to like 12:30, 1 o'clock is when I got there. And it started snowing pretty much as soon as we got there. There was no snow on the ground, but it was like really coming down, and the grass was dry, so it was sticking. But we ate dinner at her house. It was great because her mom is a phenomenal cook. And we were sitting there. We were all just hanging out on the couch after we finished eating dinner. I'm pretty sure we had it was some kind of noodle. It might have been Alfredo. I don't remember though. I can't say that for sure. But we ate, and then we were all sitting on the couch, and she looked outside and she was like, "Do you want to go outside and just walk around?" And I was like, "Sure, absolutely." And I walked outside with her, and it was freezing. It was maybe 18 degrees. Like it was bad. And I didn't have gloves. All I had was this like windbreaker jacket because I didn't think it was gonna get that cold. And at this point it's like 8 o'clock. And the whole time before we had gone out, I was super nervous. I just didn't know what to do. I was like sitting next to her on the couch, but it wasn't really sitting next to her because there was like this divider in the middle, and I was like trying to like lean over and like watch her phone. And apparently, talking about it later, we were both nervous about it, and we both really wanted that. Like we both really wanted to like sit next to each other, but neither of us really wanted to be like, "Hey, do you want to move over to the other couch?" So we both just sat there, and just awkwardly watched each other's phone. But yeah, we went outside and we started walking around, looking up at the sky and whatnot, and the sky was relatively clear, and we were looking at the stars, and then I looked down at my feet and I was like, "This is packing snow," and I know it is. So I grabbed it, I made a snowball while her back was turned to me, and I threw it at her. And then we started like pushing each other around and throwing snowballs at each other, and it was a lot of fun. It was that was when I knew that I loved her. And the part that I really knew that I really liked this girl was when we had stopped throwing snowballs at each other and walked around to her back porch, and she has a pool there. It's a dock. So we walked around at the edge of the dock and we looked at the stars for a while. And she said it's really pretty. And I looked up, and the one thing that I wanted to say was, "So are you," corny as shit, but it's what I wanted to say. I didn't say it because I was nervous, but I wanted to kiss her right then and there. But I just didn't. I mean, it worked out because we ended up together, but every time it snows, that's what I think about, is our first date kind of date thing. And just her laugh and everything else. And I think the reason it hurts so much to think about is because at that point in time, I was a source of like comfort and laughter, and then as time went on, I just slowly developed into this person that made her unhappy. And that hurts a lot, and the snow reminds me of that a lot. And I've been kind of dreading it because I knew that this is what I would think about. I thought about it when I first thought of it snowing soon, and soon is here. And I don't really know how to handle it, if I'm being completely honest with you. She's I'm gonna kill that. That's gonna be annoying. It's gonna bother me. But I missed the shot. But no, it's the first real memory that I had with her as far as us romantically. I'm lagging. Oh no. Oh, I'm lagging a lot. What's going on? Oh. Why am I lagging so much? I am lagging so much. I'm gonna relog. But no, I knew it was gonna be the first thing that I would think about when it first started to snow. And it only makes me miss her more. And unfortunately, I am more than likely going to spend Christmas alone this year. As far as a partner goes. At this point, I'd hoped we would have had a promise ring, because I think I've told this story before. But I had a plan for our 1.5 years, which was a week after she broke up with me. I had a whole date ready where I was going to take her out and to her favorite restaurant, and I was going to tell her to pick out a promise ring for us, because we had talked about it beforehand, and she said that if it's something that I really wanted, that was fine, but I needed to be serious about it, and I was. But I think about those two moments in kind of tandem with each other, because it makes me think about how happy we once were, and then how unhappy I made her. I was still happy in the relationship, but she wasn't. And I couldn't change for her. I have now. I've changed into the person that she wanted me to be now, but it's too late. And that sucks. Because I never thought it was going to be too late. I thought I was going to have all the time in the world, and the truth is that you're not. Time runs out with everything. And I'm not saying that, like, you know, all roads lead to Rome, that stupid fucking rabbit thing. But everything doesn't have an infinite amount of time. You don't have an infinite amount of time to do everything, you know? Things can go from snowball fights to crying because you fucked things up in the span of 1.5 years, because that's all it took. I'm still thinking about her every day. Every day I wish I would have been better for her. Every day I wish that she'd come back. She's with somebody else now, already. And I say already, but not in the same sense that most people mean it. I mean already, as in she's moved on. I don't think she's a bad person for it, and people who I talk to about it, even some mutual friends between me and her, say, you know, you shouldn't be hurting this bad over somebody that moved on so quick. But the thing is that when you have your life laid out with somebody like that, because we had talked about our future plans together many times, and to me that cemented it, what we were going to do. And for that to no longer be something that's happening hurts. It hurts a lot. But we sorry, I'm getting a little teary. But that's something that I think everybody needs to prepare for. Even if you think that your relationship is perfect, which it might well be, it might be perfect. Just don't have plans with only one person. Have a plan for just you as well. I don't think there's anything wrong planning your future with somebody else. But just make sure that you have something just for you as well. Because I didn't. I threw out all the plans that I had for just me after me and her started dating. Because I was like, this is the woman I'm going to marry. This is going to be the woman that I spend the rest of my life with. And as you can tell from, you know, this whole fucking series that I have, that's not the case anymore. I don't think she's a bad person for leaving. I don't hate her. I'm not mad at her, even. Shit, I would have left if I was in her scenario, too. But having my whole life revolve around the idea that this is going to be the person that I'm with kind of fucked with me, kind of fucked me up, because now I'm, you know, 18, already dropping out of college. I haven't even been in it for a semester yet, and I've already decided that's what I'm going to do, which I said in the last video, I don't think you should drop out if your plans are to actually do something with it, but I just don't. I have a couple different reasons, and all of which I laid out in my last video, but there's nothing wrong with having a life planned with somebody, but you need to have a plan for yourself too, because guess what? You're just as important as they are, and you having a life of your own is just as important as, or a life of your own ready is just as important as you having a life with somebody else. At least I think so. But yeah. So the snow is definitely a hard thing for me. Christmas season in general is going to be, especially because I did this to myself. I do this to myself. I have nobody to blame but myself. But I have been the entire time since she left, wearing her presents that she got me for Christmas last year. Pretty much every day. She bought me this watch that I would never wear because I never liked the feeling of watches on my wrist just because of how clunky they are, but I've learned to love it. After she left, of course, so she doesn't get to see me wear it. And I didn't do it as I just want to start wearing watches. I did it because it made me feel like a piece of her was still with me. And that's why I still wear them. Like this hat that she bought me, which has always been my favorite hat, and I've always worn it since she got it for me. It's not something that I like wore all the time, but now I do. And it's kind of weird because, like I said, I never used to wear watches or the hat all the time, but now I do. And that's kind of weird. The server is lagging so bad. I can't tell if it's me or if it's the server. I'm gonna relog again. But no, it's because she told me the night that she broke up with me that I'm leaving a piece of me with you. And I've been holding on to that piece. I have done everything in my power to make sure that that piece doesn't go away. Because I don't want it to. I want to always have that piece with me. Because I still love her. And we're coming up on 3 months now. August 14th was the night that she left. So we're coming up on 4 days, it'll be 3 months. And I've made progress. I'm not gonna act like I haven't. I'm able to, you know, go throughout the day without having a panic attack, which at one point was unheard of for me because I wanted her, and when I remembered that I didn't have her anymore, that ruined me. But I'm not having panic attacks about it anymore. I mean, every once in a while I will, but it's not a almost everyday thing or an every other day thing like it was at the beginning. But, you know, I still miss her every day. Every day I'll wonder if I'm ever gonna find someone like her again. Because I can't even be mad at her. I can't even be like, I deserve better, because in reality, I should have been better for her. She deserved better, and I wasn't better for her like she wanted me to be. And every day I regret that. And I don't want to find anybody else, and maybe that's to punish myself because I subconsciously believe that I deserve it, or maybe that's because I just want her back, even though I know deep down that she's more than likely not going to. And I've tried to move on. I've tried to go on dates with other people, meet other people, and every time I do, I see her at her 1-year date where we went to Red Lobster, and a white sweater that she wore. And one picture that I think of in particular is one that I got of her. She was looking off to the side, and she was in a white sweater, and she just looked beautiful. And to this day, I think it's my favorite picture of her. It's hidden now on my phone because I still have yet to actually delete any of the photos, but I have it hidden. But every once in a while, a picture of her will come up on Snapchat, and that's how I know I'm just not going to use Snapchat for the day, because it'll be at the bottom and it'll just be a picture of me and her, because like I said, I haven't deleted them yet. I haven't gathered up the strength to delete the photos that I had of her. Is this my Silk Touch pickaxe? No, it's not. I don't have an end chest down here, so I have to go up here. Okay. But yeah, my phone has this reputation. All of my phones have had this reputation of just showing me images that I'm not gonna. Oh, and Shaders Reloaded is bound to R as well again. Okay, this happens every once in a while, and I have to go through and find it. But my phone shows it to me on Snapchat, and I remember like that they're still on there because I took them on Snapchat and then saved them in my camera roll so that I could send them to people because I like showing her off, because she really was gorgeous. To this day, she is probably the most beautiful woman that I've ever met. But every time that I try to move on, I just remember what I had and that they're not her. And that I don't want anybody else but her. And it makes it hard. I miss the snow till death will be freezing. It's from a song called Snowman. I wish that I could still freeze with her. I think about her a lot. Every day, still. Hoping that she'll come back, even though I know she won't. Because I really would do damn near anything for that girl. I just wish I would have done those things sooner. So she didn't leave. But that's my mistake. It's my fault that I didn't do what I needed to do. I just have to live with that now. Because there's not much I can do about it now. But yeah. I think about how she's doing because I remember the cute face that she did. Whenever she was cold, she would squint her eyes and chatter her teeth while tensing her body up. And she would do that anytime it got cold, and it's getting cold again. It's really getting cold again. And that's all I could think about. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna finish with this stack, and then I should probably get ready to go to work. But yeah. I had somebody reach out to me the other day after the last video that I uploaded. At least I'm pretty sure it was the last video that I uploaded. And they were saying how they went through the same thing that I did and how they were willing to talk to me, and I talked to them about it, and I learned some things. I'm not going to go into depth with the conversation because I don't have the person's permission to like actually talk about it, but they went through something similar that I did, and made the same choices that I made. And it was nice to talk to somebody who understood. I'm lagging again. Why am I lagging so much? My internet's been being weird the last couple days. That's really all that I have to say for today. I'm gonna finish the stack that I have off now. I was gonna finish the whole inventory, but I need to start getting ready to go. But hey, we got a layer done. This will also give me a relative idea of how long it takes to do each level of this, based on how long the video is. How long it takes to upload, because it takes like 5 hours for each one of these things to upload. Even though I have Ethernet, it takes a while. But all right, well, love you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, week, month, year. Yeah, love you. Deuces.